Hey, good morning. This is my first day of riding in Andhra. As you know, after the accident, as doctor advised me, I took a rest at my sister's place for almost 2.5 months in Sri City, Andhra Pradesh. Today, on 14th June, I'm starting my ride. I have got so many beautiful stickers about different animals from my sister. I have pasted them all on the front basket and now it is looking very beautiful. Charlie is the name of the dog who live in this society where I was staying. I used to feed them always and we have become very good friends. Maybe he has come to say me goodbye at this early morning time when I'm starting my journey. The weather is cloudy, windy and humid at the same time. This is 7 o'clock in the morning and I can feel the heat. Soon I reach to NH16 and start riding on the highway. Now I have lots of memories attached with this place named Sri City. Soon I crossed the city Tada. Me and my Aziz, we used to come here to buy green vegetables for our cute rabbit Mickey. This place is equally crowded as it used to be on any other day. I'm totally out of practice and after a ride of almost an hour, I felt very tired. Vijayawada is 357 kilometers, Nellore is 87 and Visakhapatnam is 750 kilometers from here. Soon I reached to the place which is known as Sulurpeta. Time was around 9. I was feeling tired, so I took my first long break. To gain some energy, I started having a mango after parking my bicycle there. Soon I see some ice cream carts stopping another side of the highway and one young champ start walking towards me. See what he has to say. Ice cream? For me?
हाँ खाइए जी आप।
क्या आप आइसक्रीम बेचते हो?
हाँ आइसक्रीम सेलिंग करता हूँ। आपको देखा मैंने, आप बहुत दूर से चल के आ रहे हो इसलिए सोचा कि सबसे पहले मैं आप।
नाम क्या है आपका?
प्रदीप।
मेरा नाम अमित है। कहाँ के रहने वाले?
यूपी फतेहपुर से हूँ मैं। ये कानपुर से आगे पड़ता है, इलाहाबाद से पहले।
यार अब सी Look at this man. But मैं इसके पैसे दूंगा।
नहीं पैसे नहीं।
ऐसे नहीं लूँगा।
मैं पैसे नहीं।
आपको हिसाब देना पड़ेगा।
नहीं मैं कोई दिक्कत नहीं, वो चलेगा। मैं
जेब से मत दो।
मैं कोई ज़्यादा नहीं, कोई दिक्कत नहीं। आप
नहीं मैं देना चाहता हूँ। सच में देना।
मैं नहीं लूँगा, मैं बिल्कुल भी पैसे नहीं लूँगा।
So look at this man. Thank you, Pradeep. Thank you, bhai. Thank you.
You're welcome.
So on the very first day of the ride in Andhra, at a very first break, see what kind of surprising thing happened with me. I was standing there and I kept looking at him when he was going back to his ice cream cart. It was a wonderful gesture of kindness by this young guy. Thank you so much, Pradeep. This is why I feel proud on my country. This is the uniqueness which you will find in India. People are very kind here. After another 1 hour 30-minute ride, I take second break, that's too, into a roadside bus stop. Soon it was 10:30. I was feeling hungry. I took shelter in another similar looking bus stop and start having the rice which I got from my sister's place. I sit there and start eating rice, dal and curd. I could finish half of it. Remaining half I pack again. Soon it was 1:30 and I started feeling hungry once again. So I sit under a tree roadside and finish remaining rice, dal and curd which I had. I slept there for almost 2 hours and start my ride at 4 o'clock from this place. Around 30 minutes later, I found a tea shop roadside and I had a cup of tea paying 10 rupees for that. I also refilled my water bottle from there. When I was having this tea break, I got a call for some work on Monday and Tuesday, which I accepted that yes, I will remain available for that. The sun has come down. It was 5:20 p.m. 2 to 3 days ago, a heavy rain happened in this area. That's why you will see lots of greenery in the green ground and you will also see the cattle grazing that grass. Soon it was 6 o'clock. I was feeling very tired after that long break. My conditions were that bad that I was taking a break after each 1 or 2 kilometers. When you ride after a break, this kind of thing happened. I'm taking stops. I'm taking stops after each few meters rather on this highway itself. Look at how plain the road is. But I'm not able to ride on it, man. When you become out of practice, this is the challenge which you face. I'm dying today. पता नहीं और कितना क्या करना पड़ेगा यार. When you start riding after a gap like I did after 2.5 months, the glute they get swollen up, which makes it difficult to sit on the seat for a long time. Around 6:15, the sun was about to set down, and this is the time when I found a unique kind of a view. Sunset was happening, and under that sun there was a train which was passing by at that time, and that was looking very beautiful. I see a signboard written Naidupeta 4 kilometers. Soon I reached there. It was complete dark. The lights of the vehicles were on. I see a petrol pump. I go and approach them seeking for permission. But the first response made me very disheartened. He said that no, it's not allowed to pitch the tent and sleep here. There was one man who could speak little Hindi and understand as well. When I asked him, is there any other place where I can go and stay at the night? He said 15 kilometers from here there is a toll plaza. You can go and stay there in the parking. When I said going in this kind of a dark without a tail light, it's very risky on the highway. Understanding my situation, after a small pause, he said, okay, you pitch your tent there in the corner. But he said that lots of snakes are here in this area, so you need to be very careful in the night, and if something happens, he will not be responsible. I give my acceptance to this. So I parked my bicycle in the corner at the petrol pump. I cooled down my muscles. I relaxed them. After that, before pitching the tent, I go to the Rajasthani Dhaba, which is adjoining to the petrol pump itself, and I had my dinner paying 70 rupee for 4 chapati and a dal. After that, I pitch my tent and get inside, but it was very hot. So the problem is just very hot. So I have removed the tent and see how I'm sweating. I'm totally wet. The sweat was dropping off from me. That is why I have removed the tent and come outside, because here it's outside is better than staying inside the tent. This is my luggage. That's my bicycle. I don't know what to do. It's so hot here in Andhra. It's killing, man. It's been 15 or 20 minutes. I'm suffering because of this hot weather. This night I am going to sleep in the mosquito net. The problem of sleeping into the mosquito net is if there is a snake nearby, they can easily bite me inside, because most of the time my body parts are touching the net outside. But I had to take this risk. What else could I have done? Either the hot weather or the fear of snake. With one of them I have to compromise. My today's expenses are 80 rupee, 10 rupee for a cup of tea and 70 rupee for the dinner. Andhra is really testing me with its hot weather, but at the same time people are very kind and they can speak Hindi as well as English. So in comparison with Tamil Nadu, I found Andhra people more friendly, more open, and it's easy to communicate with them. So that's all for now. This is how I spent my first day of riding in Andhra Pradesh. Thank you so much. I hope you have enjoyed watching this episode. If you are new to my channel, then subscribe, World Wanderer Cycling on a Budget, and hit the bell icon also so that my videos come to you first. Thank you so much. Take care of yourself. Bye bye.